people have written books, some have a great look that covers the magazines for kids who are 17. But I don't know what to do, staring into the blue sky and just waiting for a sign. They are certain of what awaits them when it all ends. But I don't know what will happen to me. Will I be remembered in a century? Or will I be forgotten like dust in the wind? Or the talk of the town that we are living in? Well, I don't know, I don't know. How could I know what lies ahead of me? Am I part of a grander master plan? Will I be washed away like lines in the sand?
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to this week's video. We're back down on the coast. I know it's been a while since my last video, but we come back down to the coast. Vlogging with the R5 just wasn't feasible really. It's just too difficult to do, filming and photographing on the same thing. So I've been looking around for something that will do the trick. I think I found it. I was out last week with Mark Kelly on a little photography trip, walk around devices, and I'll link to his video because I never made one up in one of these corners. I didn't have this camera then, but at the time he was actually using the GoPro 9 because of its front-facing screen. It actually makes it a really good vlogging tool, and the way he had it set up was really good, so it really inspired me to get a GoPro myself. Now I looked at the GoPro 9, but the GoPro 10, which is what I'm actually filming this on now, actually came out at the same price with the deals that they were doing at the time. So that's what I went with. I've got the GoPro 10, I've got the Rode wireless mic on it, and I've got that just tucked in just here. So it makes you really inconspicuous and doesn't look what you're doing so obvious, make what you're doing so obvious. So we're down on Bournemouth coast again. Hopefully going to get some images later on in the day. The sun's a bit harsh at the moment, but I just want to see what this GoPro 10 can really do. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll speak to you again soon. Ooh. Okay, so we're just making our way down the beach towards Poole today. Last time we came down, we went towards Hengistbury Head and got a few images from that way. Probably not going to take any images on the way down. I'll probably wait till on the way back before I take any any photos. But I'm quite excited to see the video capabilities of this GoPro 10. I've watched a lot of videos online on YouTube about all the different settings and things like that, so I'm giving everything a bit of a go. I think I'm filming me in 4K 60. I got cinematic footage in 5.3K 60, and I've just had an extra slow-mo shot of the sea. You've probably just seen it, and I think that was in 240 at 1080p, I think, something like that anyway. So it's got a lot of capabilities. I've just taken a photo of some boats there, like along the beach, using the camera function of this GoPro 10 as well. So I'm quite excited to see just how good a photo it takes. So all in all, it's a lovely day to be down by the coast. It's a little bit breezy, but we got coats. It's not overly bad. It's nothing like it was last week when Eunice was coming through. I wouldn't have wanted to be stood where I am right now last Saturday, that's for definite. So we're going to make our way on down the beach. Hopefully this video is coming out okay. I'm trying to sort of copy what Mark Kelly was doing last week with his video. So I got the mic tucked in my jacket. I've got that permanently on. Any little clips that I can film are automatically got the audio attached. So hopefully things are going okay. I can put this together when I get home and finally put out another video. And all being well, should be the start of things to come. Where's it, Jess? Jess? Where's it, baby? Where's it? Jess? Hey, here. Hey. Okay, so we made it down to Sandbanks. Furthest we've ever walked actually. We usually stop just back the way a little bit, but we've come a little bit further. Did contemplate getting on the boat, go across the other side, but probably not today. We're going to make our way back to Bournemouth, but just enjoying the view, and the view over to Old Harry Rocks from here. You can see them sticking out from the mainland. So just nice to be by the sea. Nice bit of fresh air. Good for Jess, good for all of us. Long time overdue.
Something beautiful.
Okay, so I've just stopped for a shot here on the beach on one of these groins, and just stopped for a shot on one of these groins. I've put the polarizer on 16 to 35 on the R5 with the 6-stop leaf filter just to slow the shutter speed down. I got just over half a second f11 ISO 100. I've got the rocks in the foreground here. I've got the there's like a marker for the end of the groin in part of the photo. I don't know whether I'm going to leave that in or whether I'm going to actually Photoshop that out. I don't know yet. I've got the horizon on the top third, and I've got the sea coming in. I've just changed that to second long exposure, and I think that's giving the sea a nice bit of movement. Yeah, on the whole, I'm quite happy with that. It's in the middle of the day. It's not going to be an award winner by any means, but we're down here. I've got the camera. Might as well take a shot better than carrying it around and giving it a day out. So clouds are still staying the same. Hopefully they'll still stay high altitude and fluffy, and nothing will change. That way we should end the day on a really nice sunset. Took a shot back down the beach a minute ago, and I'll pop that up as well, and it seemed quite a minimal shot at the time. Same sort of settings. I think it was f9 ISO 100 for about just under a second. It was just one of the markers just on its own in the beach with the sea just about starting to get to it, so I'll pop that up as well. There was a lot of people around, so I couldn't really film and talk at the same time, so they kept walking in front of their camera, so you could tell they weren't photographers. So anyway, I'm going to put this shot up now. Let me know what you think in the comments. We're going to move on down the beach. We're probably going to call in the harvester, have a couple of drinks on the way back. After that, find a composition to get a nice sunset. So I hope you're enjoying the video. I'm enjoying making it. I hope the GoPro's proving its worth. I won't know that until I get back on the computer. So fingers crossed this could be my new vlogging setup. So I'll come back to you soon. I just stopped along the beach with a little composition while the sun's going down. There's a groin here that's sort of out in the sea a little bit more than all the rest, and of course the sea's hitting it quite a lot more than all the rest. So I lined up along the side of it. I've got it coming in from the bottom thirds. Settings are f5.6 for just under a second ISO 100. I'm just getting some motion in that water. And what I've actually done, so I've got the continuous shutter on. I'm just sort of going through continuous shutter mode as the waves are coming in and crashing over the groins themselves. So I'm getting lots of different shots, and that sun is just catching it and hitting the light really nicely. So hopefully I'll come away with a nice shot here. We're going to stick around for sunset. Hopefully there aren't many clouds left in the sky, but hopefully we'll come away with something to end the day with. But even if we don't, we've had a great day down here at Bournemouth, and so sunset or no sunset, it won't really matter. Okay, so this is my composition for sunset. I've been down here quite a few times and got various different drawings and the sea going in and out and things like that. So I've got these 3 shells which I've got on the beach in front of me. I have placed them there, they're not there naturally. I might get a few more just to make it a bit more of a foreground interest. But when the sun drops, I think there's going to be a nice orange glow in the distance. And that should make for quite a nice sunset shot with the shells in front of it. I've just taken a test shot at f16 ISO 100 for, I think it was for about a second and a half exposure, something like that. But that's using the 0.9 and the 0.6 soft grads. Now as that sun drops, obviously the light's going to drop, the light's going to change. So I'm going to have to change up the grads and the shutter speed as the sun drops and the light changes. So yeah, I'm preparing to do that. I got stuff in mind, so it's just a case of waiting and seeing how things develop. I was hoping it'd be a bit of cloud, but there is not a cloud in the sky. It's a shame that the clouds have disappeared, but we should still get a nice orange glow and a nice, pretty nice sunset. So just a waiting game. Okay, so I really wasn't happy with the shell composition, and as the sun's going down, the light's going off the shells anyway, so I've changed it all up completely. I've changed to the 70 to 200, and I'm actually focused on the Bournemouth pier with the sun going down behind that. So I mean, it's not going to be an award winner, but it's going to be a nice way to end the day, and that's basically all I'm really after, just a nice way to end a really nice day out. So just gonna wait for the sun to set. I've still got the 2 filters on. I am going to be at f13 ISO 100, and at the moment it's 1/13 of a second, but like I said last time, as that sun goes down, the light will change and obviously the shutter speed will change. So when the photo finally comes through and I put it up, if I get a photo that is, then I'll put the settings up along the bottom of the photo. So now it's just a waiting game. And the sun is now set, and I've got it up to an 1/8 of a second at f16 ISO 100. I'm still using the 2 filters, the 0.9 and the 0.6 soft grad, to really sort of blend, to match the sky brightness to the ground. The ground is quite dark, the sky is quite bright, so it matches the 2 together. It means you get a more even exposure over your photograph. Using the 2-second timer, and I'm getting a nice movement in the water, in the sea, to give it a bit of drama, give it a bit of focus, a bit of interest. And I think as photographs go, it's okay, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all, actually. I think I might just change it up just a little bit, just while the colour's still in the sky. I'm going to move forward and see if I can get some more movement in these waves. So I'll speak to you again in a minute. Okay, so I've swapped up the composition a couple of times. I've got one in portrait with the waves as well, and I'm trying to use the waves as my leading line, basically my foreground interest, not my leading line, my foreground interest. And they're coming in, they're riding up the bank, and then they're obviously going out. I'm creating movement with my shutter speed. I'm still at 1/8 of a second at f16. Still got the 2 filters on, and just getting some real nice movement in the waves and creating that nice dreamy sort of look in front of the camera. Say, no award winner, but yeah, well worth staying for, I think. So I'm going to take a couple more. When I get home, I'm going to go through the best ones. I'll stick it up on the screen with the settings that I used, that it was taken with. So on that note, yeah, so I get the waves are coming right in now, so I get some real nice shots with the waves. They come in and they're going back out again, creating this nice dreamy sort of feel. So yeah, glad I changed up the composition a little bit. No colour really in the sky, just a nice orange glow behind the pier. But once the cloud had disappeared, it was always going to be the case really. The colour is actually that way. It's changing quite nice that way. And it will come round, but at the moment it's just a bit orange looking that way. So like I say, quite a nice end to the day. I don't think there's really any interest that way to make up a composition that way. I've had stuff from there before, so I'm going to stick with the composition. A couple more shots, and I'll pick the best one. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making it. If you haven't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. And I will see you, to save the camera, I'll see you on another one real soon. Bye for now. That was close.